In this video, we're going to talk about the journal entries. They're just pieces that are just found and compiled together. I don't know who compiled them. These are all out of a folder that we found. And so we're just reading the different sections of it, which are just looks like somebody's investigating what's going on around town. But it's really hard to figure it out. So unless you really have some good investigation skills or you have a little more knowledge than what I've got, then I'm just got clues as to what's actually happening. But we're going to read these, and maybe one of you could figure it out. This is March 14th, 1942. I have stopped feeding the thing in the shed. It keeps thanking me. I do not own a shed. That's it. May 9th, 1942. Something stood near the window last night. I thought it was Margaret until I remembered Margaret is shorter and gone. Okay, these are all very weird. June 2nd, 1942. I heard singing in the field. No words, only the sound of people trying very hard to remember something. Maybe they were trying to remember the words and they were mostly humming or something. It doesn't describe what's actually going on. April 17th, 1942, just after my birthday, but years before. The dog refuses to go near the well. He growls at it. The well growls back. That could be interesting. You'd have to go visit the well. May 18th, 1942. I buried the photograph. Found it back on the kitchen table, still dirty. That could be creepy. You bury a picture because you don't want to look at it anymore, maybe an ex-lover or something. You bury it in the ground and you go into your house, and the next morning you come out and there's a picture on your counter and it's dirty with dirt. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to leave now. Oh, now we're going to do this. This is workplace maintenance reports. So we're going to do this too, since the time isn't 5 minutes, is where I like to cut things off. Hope there's not too many of these. Here we go. First one. Halleck's Electric Company, maintenance report, number 18. Pole 7A continues to emit low humming sound despite no electrical connection. Employees asked to stop referring to humming as singing. No maintenance schedule. That the first line was weird. The rest of it was just dumb. Jeremy's Raceway construction worker incident report. Several laborers refused to continue work near the south embankment. Complaint listed as ground breathing. Foreman requested different wording. Complaint unchanged. That could be really creepy. Halleck's Library. Staff memorandum. Books returned wet despite no rain. No water damage observed inside building. Patrons reminded not to discuss the downstairs. There is no downstairs. I don't know. That's just weird. School staff note. Students continue reporting unfamiliar girl standing near playground fence. No matching enrollment records located. Children advised to stop leaving food for her. That is weird. All right. That's all we've got for today because we're running out of time. Well, actually, there's one more thing here. It says here it's got some one-line things, and it's not very long, so I'm just going to read them real quick. Mayor requests townfolk stop reporting second moon. Okay. 5 hats found nailed to a tree, owners unknown. That is weird, but it's plausible, not anything like way out of the norm. Local hunter refuses to discuss why rifle returned unloaded. I don't know where it went. It just says returned, unloaded. Returned by what? It's only weird if, like, the animal returned it unloaded that he was hunting. But otherwise, it just, you need more context with that one. Clinic requests citizens stop bringing teeth found in gardens. Once again, that one needs a lot more context. Town mechanic states tractor returned more repaired than before. Well, maybe a neighbor was feeling bad for him and so snuck it away and repaired it for him and then returned it. You know, it doesn't have to be some strange thing. Bridge closed after complaints. It moved. Well, that doesn't mean that the bridge got up and walked out. It could be that the ground shifted and the bridge, shifted. So that's explained. No one claims ownership of piano found in the cemetery. Well, once again, somebody could have just dropped one off just to be creepy, and that's also an easy to explain. Milkman refuses Route 9 after incident involving singing scarecrow. Well, that could be a prank. In 1942, I don't know if a microphone would work, but you could probably have somebody hiding behind it singing. So some of those are easily explained. So, all right, we're at 6 minutes, and so I'm going to end this video.